it's supposed to feel.
What's good, everybody, and welcome back to the channel for another episode of our Madden 23 Brooklyn Bulls expansion draft only franchise. Getting near to the end of the season here. We are in week 11, playing weeks 11 and 12 today. Probably maybe our easiest stretch of games that we're going to see here in this season with the Jets and the Texans. I do plan to play the Texans in this episode, but before we get into that, let's do this episode's positional deep dive. And I'm thinking for this one, let's do the defensive line. Defensive line is not a very big position of need for us. I think we have long-term players across the defensive line, so there's not a ton of players on the board. But DeMarcus Newkirk here to start, he would be very high. He would make my short list, I think, for sure, if defensive line was more of a need. But 21 years old, athletically, he's nothing special, but just I really like where his ratings are at, his size, his age, and it's not like because you see like decent to solid speed. That's because he's being compared to a lot of edge rushers. Because of that, you'd like him to have the elite strength, which he of course just has good to great, but A, block shed, and play rec with B, power moves, B, awareness, A, tackle. If we hadn't drafted Sidney Watkins last year, I'd be very, very interested in this player, but who knows, round 2 to 3 might just take him in a class where I don't know if I'm going to love anybody, you know? And we can figure out who plays later. Stephon Booth, kind of a similar build of a player. Just I think he's going earlier and he's a little bit worse. So I would rather take Newkirk. Defensive tackle, only one player as well. It's a guy who 21 years old, 6'5", above average athlete. He's good. He's nothing spectacular, but does come with A, power moves. So cool player, once again. I don't imagine myself taking my first pick on a defensive lineman in this upcoming class. Maybe we find a way to draft Newkirk, but I'm even skeptical with that. So there's a defensive line preview. Wanted to get that as one of the earlier previews just because I think it's one of the least important positions in the draft. I tend to try at least like the players because you have in week 11, what I just did before recording this, you have the focus players, and so I try to do positions where I don't have any focus players so that I can get the focus scouting in prior to scouting them so we can have the additional percentage when I show you guys them. Want to take a look here at potential re-signs to see who of anybody important could be up for re-sign. It looks like we have a few players that play for us up for re-sign this year. I'm going to start with Miguel and Matias. Paid him $4 million a year for the next 2 years. I think is a good deal. Owen Hopkins, I think, has done a pretty solid job for us at fullback this year. 3 or 6. Happy to pay him that. Apart from that, Lovelock, I'm not opposed to, but he doesn't want to be here. But he's also not asking for anything. 4-year 10. And he wouldn't sign that, though. That's the thing. But if Phil looks up to 4-year 12, I'll do it. He does. Okay. That's fine. That's probably going to be it for guys we try to re-sign. Derek Bowen. No, that's a lie. I'm going to try to get, just in case things go poorly for us. We'll have to come back to him, but I don't think I'm gonna maybe even try anybody else. Actually, never mind. I think getting a 3 or 9 for Ingram could work. Cool. So there's our resigns done. We'll probably come back to Bowen later, maybe. Let's get into the under siege scenario. I'm not gonna blame. I'm gonna blame our offensive line. Extra preparation. I usually don't blame the offensive line. They're just gonna be better pass protectors and worse run blockers next week. I can deal with that. Our run blocking isn't great in simulation anyway. I think the main threat is the run. Is Elijah Moore their top running back? That's odd. We'll throw it medium here. Would really like to get a 2-0 episode. Jelani Graves is superstar. Just found that out. Let's go. So we really need to put some focus scouting into him to get him up to 85 overall. No wonder he's already gotten, 5 upgrades this year. We also are the #1 offense. We're the best offense and the worst defense in the league. Sounds about right from a lot of the games that we played. Of course, coming off a Dolphins game where the defense was incredible. But most of the games we've played, it has been a struggle for our defense. And so I'm not surprised that we come in at last in the league. Improviser continues to be what I want to upgrade the most with Miles. Gets 2 under pressure. Really, I want under pressure, on the run, and deep. And those are like the 3 things that Improviser says that they upgrade the most. So that's what I want to do. Let's go in and let's simulate this Jets game, shall we? Of course, away for both games in this episode. We'll not get to play in front of our home fans, but if we can go 2-0 in a couple of away games, that would be really nice. Start with a 14-0 lead. Jets still have yet to score. Defense maybe stepping up here in the second half of the year. Starting to gel together, some development happening. This was an absolute beatdown. The Jets will score late, but it was 28-3 the majority of that game, second half at least. And we come and we have a statement victory. Quincy Miles, a couple more interceptions on his ledger, but 27 of 38 for 3 touchdowns. Run game wasn't even bad with, the decreased run blocking. Burgess came out and had a couple touchdowns. Raymond came out and had a touchdown. Lovelock wasn't all that involved, but he had 20 yards to catch. Sacks allowed, ended up allowing 2, so better than last week. 4.5 sacks. Caleb on Richardson in this game is pretty nice. I'm afraid it's been kind of a down year for Deacon Burgess. I hope that it doesn't force him to end up with a dev decrease. I don't think it's like he's racking up TFLs to the point where I don't think he will. It's just his sack count has been a little bit low. I think for Coleman here, I like, we'll do slot for him. Maybe some short route stuff and some medium route. Okay, that's good. That's where we just want to upgrade his route running at this point in time. It's kind of where he is weakest. Maybe some run after the catch too. So playmaker could be an option as well. Your confidence was rewarded with a big game passing. And we'll be better pass blockers against the Texans. Let's go. I don't know if we'll need it. Texans aren't exactly a stout pass rushing unit. But let's go ahead and preview this Texans squad before we hop in and play them. Let's see their key players. Laramie Tunsil is their best player. Left tackle, going to be a tough matchup for Dennis James and Rakeem McKinney, who will be rushing from that side. Especially as a pass protector, he is very talented. They got a running back here in Damian Pierce who has very good break tackle. And we have a hard enough time tackling as it is, so that could be a risk for us. Gabe Davis they signed in free agency. Guess they do have one good pass rusher here in Kwity Paye that they've signed in free agency. How does his equipment look like that? I don't even think that equipment's possible to get in this game. I just want to see what it says his equipment is. Oh, it's the rubber. I see what they're doing here. Yeah, that's some crazy equipment. Kind of looks cool though. I might put that on one of my players. Of course, young players like Derek Stingley, they end up getting Kerry Gilkey, but he is injured for this game, so we won't have to face him. Young superstar X-Factor linebacker from the first draft of this franchise. Got Jeff Okudah as well, so Devin Duvernay there. I think the last guy over 90 overall that we haven't checked yet is Gabe Davis. Solid player, more of a downfield guy, but without incredible speed. 93 is still good enough. He could certainly be a threat down there. So something to watch out for. Let's upgrade Kevon Richardson, who's no doubt coming off Defensive Player of the Week. Let's go ahead and get him some run stopper, I would say. Block shed, tackle, 2 zone coverage. Sweet. I'm really looking for zone coverage with him, but yeah, weekly awards. Kevon Richardson is your reigning Defensive Player of the Week with 4.5 sacks. Let's get into how to beat these Texans. I think first off, you have to talk about stopping the run. I also have Tim Brackett. We played this team last year. Tim Brackett was, I think, the second best quarterback that we faced. So it's certainly something to look out for. As he's had another year of development as well, so could be even better. Should be better than Kovacs that we saw from the Dolphins last week. He was the worst quarterback. I forgot to check the other side of the football that I think I've faced. Like, that was the worst quarterback performance I think I've seen in this game. Jelani Graves continue to pump up that overall block shed, change of direction play. I would like him to continue to get some zone coverage. 72 is not a bad spot for being 72 overall. But yeah, a lot of his overall is propped up by his hit power right now, which, I mean, I love it. We haven't seen his hit power really come and play a factor yet. I think he just needs to, once he becomes a better player, his hit power is going to be a lot, I think, more prevalent in his game. Deacon Burgess, the playmaker, upgrade 2 break tackle, 3 juke. What are those up to now? 94 juke, 91 break tackle. Maybe we should just move Deacon Burgess to running back. His carrying's not even bad either. We have that formation where we bring Deacon Burgess in the backfield. We might just start giving him the ball, see what's going on. 94 juke, 91 break tackle. Might need to start 99 speed, obviously, as well. Might need to start giving Deacon Burgess the ball a little bit. Let's hop into this Texans game. NRG Stadium will be the host of today's matchup. Can we come out and get a dub against the Houston Texans? I surely hope so. Don't get a lot of opportunities to get 2-0 episodes here in the franchise, so I want to take advantage of it when we do get that opportunity. Could push us towards maybe being more competitive to win the division, as well as, you know, making the playoffs. Bulls showing double A gap blitz to start this game. Oh my gosh, I just tripped. Why does that happen? Like, I press once, right, to go. I want to engage the blocker, but then like thinks I did it twice. I don't know. Ends up with a big run. Third down and 3, and we are all over the run. Reddick will not pick up the first down. We'll get the stop near midfield, force a punt. We'll start this game with a fullback in the backfield, but they're going to the air, trying to hit Coleman deep to start the game. They've got him downfield to the 46-yard line. 27 yards to start the day for Brooklyn. Much more spread out on the second play. They'll give to Lovelock this time. He's got some great blocking. He's got first down yardage and more. 16 yards, 2 big plays. Little resistance by the Texans thus far. Looking to continue the momentum here. We'll get a quick first down to Coleman over the middle. His second catch early in this game. Fullback returns on second down for Brooklyn. Once again, they'll fake the run with him in, though. Miles is evading. On the run, hits Deacon Burgess down to the 2-yard lines. Excellent job by Quincy Miles on that play. From the 2, Brooklyn will give to Grimes, and he lunges into the end zone through the contact. He's had like 3 guys on him. Did not matter. Fell forward and puts the Bulls on the board first here in Houston. From the 25, Brackett taking a deep shot, and Danny Goodrich breaks it up. Nice job staying in the hip pocket there. Third and short. They give to Reddick. He's got the first down this time. Up by Jesse Byers. Gets out to the 41, though. First and 10. Brackett under pressure. Gets it out into the flat. Whoa, dude. I can't take an angle. It's like, I feel like I'm locked into an angle sometimes when I switch on. Is that like a thing in Madden? I don't know. Third and inches. This is a light box. I would be running this if I was Houston. They'll pass it, though. Quickly into the flats. Jelani Graves is there to make the tackle, but Houston will convert. Second and 7. Going for the deep shot, and Goodrich is there to break it up again. They're testing Goodrich early, and he's been up for it. Third down. Texans need 7. Brackett! He's got a man deep, but he can't hit him. Gabe Davis was open. He burned John Atkinson. Brackett could not find the man, though, and Texans will be forced to a field goal attempt. No chippy, and it will be just off to the right, off the crossbar. 51 yards out. Third and 12. That's Steinbach, who's open on the out route. Slid the protection to the right so we can get just enough time there, and it works out for us. Come on. Been a balanced way to start this game. 5 runs, 5 passes, and the runs are successful. David Cooper down with injury, though. Rose isn't a terrible backup left tackle, so the Cooper injury isn't like the worst thing, but obviously you'd still rather have David Cooper playing. Grimes there gets another first down run. Looks like Cooper will be back shortly. This could be the last play of the first quarter. Fake the give to Lovelock, rolling out. Hitting Burgess. Dives just short of the end zone. He's at the 1 out of bounds. Second and goal, just a few inches out. Can Grimes get them? He will indeed. Another touchdown for Brooklyn gives them a 14-0 lead to start the second quarter. And Pierce will carry for nothing to start this next Texans drive. Tom Brackett all alone on second down. I might have been offsides there. They're going to take the deep shot off of it, and it's caught by Gabe Davis. I was offsides. I was pressing buttons trying to get past, and I went offsides with. Third down for Houston. Bracket flushed out by McKinney, and that's incomplete. Godfrey able to get his hand on the ball. Houston looks to be going for this. Just kidding. Madden likes to screw with you. Field goal is up, and no good again. 0 for 2 on field goals. We're going to get the ball near midfield. I don't know after the last field goal why you attempt one 7 yards deeper. 3rd and 6. Burgess has the catch, has some yardage, and we might have a roughing the passer. After the fact, it looks like that is what it will be. From the 18. Gonna go to Burgess. He crosses the face of Jeff Okuda. Once I saw his one-on-one, I was looking that way the entire way. Able to cross the face. Perfectly thrown ball into the end zone. And now it's 21-0 in this first half. Bracket flushed. And he apparently gets the ball away, but nice job creating the pressure. 2nd down, Bracket from the gun. Reddick behind him in the backfield. It's going to be a read option. Dude, it's Tim Brackett. It's a quarterback that's not even a runner. Get rid of the tackle battle in the game, please. It's so terrible. 3rd down. Brackett has time, but he runs out. He rolls right into Cole. Fires. All right, I like that sack celebration. He was sitting on the ground. Big boy did not want to get back up, so he just did his celebration sitting down. 2nd down, looking to stick with the run here. Grimes gets the blocking he needs. Trucks past Petrie. Gets to the 30-yard line. Run game has been very solid so far. 2nd and 7. That's wide open to Coleman. He's got it downfield. Gets to the other side of the field to the 42-yard line. Nice throw by Miles. Got some zip on that ball. 3rd and 5. We got a wide open Coleman. We give it to him, and he makes the catch. That's a touchdown, Brooklyn. He smoked that corner on the press. He had his X Factor activated, so I was keyed in on him. Was looking to give him a jump ball opportunity, but he didn't need it. Stingley had no shots on that one. The lead extends to 28-0 before halftime. Bracket. He's got a man downfield. Goodrich in coverage was just a step behind, and that'll be a 1st down, Houston. 2 tight ends in the game for Houston on 2nd down. The give once again is to Pierce, but Jelani Graves lays the hammer. Keeps him from gaining the 1st. 3rd and 1. Pierce with the carry again. Graves with another tackle, but he will pick up the 1st. Going for the deep shot towards Davis, and he's got it over Atkinson. We might need to put Goodrich on Davis for the rest of this game. Atkinson's getting cooked. And into the corner of the end zone. That is caught by Gabe Davis. Able to get enough space against Goodrich to make the play. We'll start this drive at the 25. And Steinbach downfield will make the catch and get himself out of bounds in the process. Coleman still has his X Factor activated. We might go deep with him here. Oh my gosh, we got hit. But Coleman comes back and makes the catch. Oh my gosh, what a stud. We're back in the game. 42 seconds left in the half. Taking a shot with Coleman, and he dropped it. He's got his X Factor on. Oh! What? 3rd and 10 from the 37. I can't believe we just got screwed over with a drop from a guy with his X Factor on. And that's caught by Burgess. How? What? It looked like it was incomplete. Burgess with his 2nd touchdown of this first half. Okuda played that well, but you just take a shot 1-on-1 when you got Deacon Burgess. Looked like, yeah, I think he did tip it. 1-on-1, and yeah, just magnetizing the Deacon Burgess's hand, but we'll just say he caught it off the tip. 17 seconds remaining in the first half, and that's gonna be a half sack for McKinney. He missed initially, but we dove. Kevin Richardson also gets the other half sack. 2nd and 8. Brooklyn will fake the give and hit Deacon Burgess. Past the sticks. Probably could have hit Lovelock further down. I was just didn't want to risk an inaccurate throw on the run. On the 35. Steinbach. He's open downfield. He's got the catch up near midfield. Been very easy for this Brooklyn offense today. 3rd and 7. Faking the give. Going to Coleman over the middle. He's got the grab to the 31-yard line. Puts Miles over 300 yards on the day. Russell Lovelock in the game. Gets the carry here. And gets the first down. 7 yards on the pickup. A Texan is down with injury. 2nd down. Burgess is open in the corner of the end zone. He gets his 3rd touchdown catch of the game. It's now 42-7. This team is looking really good this episode, of course. Had the 28-3 lead basically the entire half of the Jets game, and now just continuing to pile it on here against the Texans. Maybe this is a statement episode that the Bulls have arrived. Pitch to Damian Pierce. Shakes past the first tackler. Can't get past the 2nd. Jesse Byers there to help on the stop. Racket. Clean pocket. Plenty of time. Has a man wide open, and that is first down. We cannot give him that much time. Pierce again. Has plenty of running room. Gains 13 yards, up to 5 yards per carry. That's just changing the play up. Racket. Has time. Oh my goodness. They're calling that a catch. Cool. 3rd down and 3. That's a man over the middle. That's Duvernay. He crosses the goal line. Houston will get their 2nd touchdown today. It's up to 14 points. 2nd and 11. Fake the give to Lovelock. Trying to hit Lovelock over the middle from faking to one Lovelock, giving it to the other. We get the first down. 2nd and 13. This is a very light box. We're going to run it. Yeah, look at that. We got almost all of it on 2nd and 13. Why are you giving us that light of a box when we're up by 4 touchdowns? Stretch give to Grimes on 3rd and 1. He gets it barely. Able to just find the seam. 3rd and 7 from midfield. Lovelock is open on the crosser. And the play action works to keep the drive going. It's hard to have an offensive lineman who's as bad at run blocking as Bowen is. You're telling me he didn't come in with that? It's freaking Deacon Burgess. 4th and 4. The offense is still on the field. I don't see any reason to kick a field goal here. And Coleman has the catch. Pass the sticks. Let's go. Even with blanketed coverage, that's how much I trust our receivers, man. They're all so good. Rolling out is Miles. He's gonna run it. Gets a block and he gets into the end zone. Let's go. That was sick. I love Deacon Burgess. What a block. 49-14. I think we're going to call this one. Look at this block. Boom, dude. Beautiful block. Springs Quincy Miles into the end zone. Yeah, I think I don't know if there's much reason to play the rest of this game. The last 6 minutes, 49-14. That will be the final score. Nobody else scored. Quite a fun game. Haven't really, don't get the chance to really dominate teams very often. But this team has been a little bit on a roll lately. Won 3 out of the last 4. Our defense, I think, has played maybe 2 of its 3 best games, like the 2 best games that we've played for sure, and then probably its best game in simulation against the Jets. Held them to 3 until the very end of the game when it was over. And so, I mean, these two balled out. These guys did what we asked them to as well. We shouldn't ask them much because it was all Coleman and Burgess this episode, and it works. Like those are the only guys we were throwing it to, and it was enough to just wipe the floor all game long with the Houston Texans secondary. It was not even bad. Like Akuda and Stingley, you can do worse. You know what I mean? Not that that's like the most ringing endorsement you could ever have, but Cooper here will get a pass protector upgrade, awareness and pass block finesse. That's not a good upgrade. Let's see what we should do here. I'd like to get run block finesse up a little bit. Let's do some agile. It's 1 run block finesse, also just a run block. Matthias, work on his accuracy. Gets 2 there. But yeah, really fun episode for me. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it as well, seeing the investment we made in the offseason with our offense paying off big time. And maybe our defense is starting to turn a corner. Like I said, I think our 2 best defensive performances from games that we played were both the last 2 weeks. I think we're doing really solid there. Hopefully we can continue this momentum as the weeks continue to go forward. Imagine that's got to be, Quincy Miles, 21-29, 374, 4 passing touchdowns and a rushing touchdown. Yeah, he balled. His best career game as well. Maybe that even gives him a breakout quarterback for this upcoming game against the Browns that we will be playing next episode, which will be coming out soon. And I will see you then.